G'day RPG makers, welcome to the RPG Maker MV Game Dev channel. Let's make a game.
Okay, let's continue on with the RPG Maker MV official tutorial walkthrough. Help tutorial. We're going to go on to step 14, damaging floors. Yes, we do have the project. I'm going to load it up. And here we are. This time we'll make damaged floors and a skill to avoid them. First, there'll be an explanation of damaging floors, so we'll open this up. We're going to go to tile sets. If you recall, tile sets are the images that make up your maps. There are different tile sets depending on the type of map. You've got overworld, which is the world. Outside, which is zoomed up but outdoors. Inside, which is zoomed inside. And dungeons, which are special. Okay, I'm going to click on damage floors. We can see that the spiky ones are damaging floors. And that's the ones with the double triangle mark. You can change it by clicking or clicking it off again. Okay, we won't be changing any of them. When they walk over a damaged tile, every party member loses 10 hit points. Click OK and return to the map. We're going to switch to map mode. So we've got map mode and event mode. Most of our work has been done in event mode. Stone Cave map. That's the damaged floor tile that we saw before. We're going to put some in this little room over here. We'll just make it so you can get around it. But there's a little bit of risk there. And if you want to just get rid of some of the damaged tiles, you can right click and then left click. So right click will copy the tile that's underneath your mouse cursor at that point. Okay, so that's a nice little damaged tile, damaged floor. Go back to event mode. Okay, we want to give a skill to be able to negate the effects of damaging floors. We need a state to do that. If you recall, the states are the things that affect the players temporarily. Or the enemies. Let's first create a state. I'm going to click on the States tab, change the maximum. Okay, we're going to change it to 11. Click and select. We'll call it something incredibly imaginative, like floor damage immunity. Set an icon. Choose anything you like. Double click the top line in traits. The parameter. Special parameter, I guess. I'm not sure what that's a special parameter. I like to think of it as special parameters. Yeah, there you go, special parameters. Floor damage. Next. And we want that to be 0% because this trait will give you immunity from floor damage, so you will not take any floor damage. The trait is going to wear off after you walk, and we'll just make it 25 steps for testing purposes. You might want to make it a bit longer in games. Okay, you are vulnerable to floor damage again. If the state is removed, it says target name, you are vulnerable to floor damage again. We'll see that later on. Now we're done configuring the state, we'll go to the skill. We'll change the maximum. Okay, we've already have the triple strike skill from the previous tutorial. We're going to add another one. Let's give it a skill name. Cancel floor damage. Enter, grants immunity to floor damage for 25 steps in our case, because we've set it a bit shorter. We might just put floor damage, and we'll call this temporarily because this is what the player would see. Double click the icon image. Choose an icon of your liking. I'm not very imaginative, so we're going to cancel floor damage, so we'll just call it something really easy, like, I don't know, a running character. Why not? Change scope to all allies. Allies? All allies. Menu screen means that you apply it in the menu screen, not during battles. MP cost is 5. Click casts. It's a spell. Double click the blank line at the top of effects. Click the state tab. Click off add state. And we want to add state floor damage immunity, which we just created. It's going to be 100% effectiveness. Click OK. Now the skill is complete. Who's going to cast it? Why not a priest? Skills to learn. Double click. Let's choose the cancel floor damage skill. Click OK, and it's set. Now, he's learnt the floor damage. Go on System. If the option knockout by floor damage is not checked off, the hit points of the actors will not go below 1 even if they are hit by a damaged floor. So if you check this, you can die by floor damage. If you don't check it, you can't die by floor damage. Okay. Click OK, click Save, start a playtest. Now what we've done is we've actually set up our little puzzle here. So we'll just get this out of the way. There we go. Now, are we going to take floor damage? Let's have a look. Did we take any damage? Yes, we did. We've all taken quite a significant amount of damage. Okay, let's try and use a skill. Who's going to use it? Our priest. Magic. Cancel floor damage. The whole party. Press space. Right click, right click, right click to go out, right click to go out. Now, for 25 steps, we're not taking any floor damage. Now we're vulnerable, and we're taking floor damage again. Do we have an item? We don't have an item, so we can't do that. Excellent. That's the end of the tutorial, and we'll continue on with the next one shortly. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please consider smashing that like and subscribe buttons, as they do help with the algorithm. Now it's time for you to go and make your game. See you on the next one.